Hey guys, so this week we've got a kind of a different one, which is exciting. It's going to be my first plein air painting, so let's get things started.
Yeah, the man can't paint. It's sad but true.
So sad, so true.
Kovar can't paint, and so can you.
Hi guys, welcome back to Kovar Can't Paint. I'm Kovar, I can't paint, but I'm trying. So today's an exciting episode. If you haven't watched the other episodes, I'm a beginner painter, and I'm recording my journey here on YouTube to share with you guys. Today, I am at the Avalon Mall outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and this week my nieces came to visit, so I knew we would be out and about. So I made sure I had my paint ready at hand and ready to go. I've got my little travel kit that I got online, and yeah, I'm going to give this plein air a shot. Now, most people, when they do plein air, obviously are looking for some big landscape or a seaside image or mountains or a spring valley. And of course, I'm painting at a mall. But, you know, I thought this would be a good test case. And I picked this little seat here, one, because I could sit down and put all my stuff on that table. And just take a shot at painting this fountain and the storefront and these umbrellas, which I thought, you know, made kind of a little picturesque little view. This week has been a great week. My nieces came from LA to stay with us for several days, and we've been taking them all over the place, all over Atlanta. But one of the great things is, you know, they've heard I started painting, so they really wanted to paint with me. So not once, but not twice, but 3 times we got together at a table and, you know, painted together. And man, that was everything, you know, getting to spend time with them like that. And we had such a great time, and they did a great job. I mean, their paintings are amazing. So on this painting, definitely a lot of difficulties. First of all, I spent a lot of time just getting the pencil in. You know, I'm doing this for the first time by eye, trying to get just sort of the perspective on the fountain and all the things around it to at least be a reasonable representation of what I'm looking at. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty difficult. A side note, I'm using a camera mount that's strapped around my neck that's holding my iPhone. This did not work that great. A lot of times the canvas was out of frame and was way off to the right. I've zoomed in on most of the stuff to bring it at least into the center of the frame, but I kept adjusting it, but I would also forget about it because I was painting. So I think I learned some lessons on trying to record these types of videos outdoors. And I guess I feel a little bit lucky that I had anything salvaged at all to be able to show you guys. But sorry for all the jumpiness and for the kind of odd framing of a lot of the stuff. I hope it's not too distracting. also my first time to ever try to use these watercolor pens. I've never even practiced with them before. And you know what? They're great. What an easy device to use to watercolor with. I was very surprised how quickly I was able to just get facile with it, if I use a weird word. Yeah, I really like them. It definitely makes painting plein air, as they say. It makes it a lot easier, and it's pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think of these watercolor pens. But I'm a big thumbs up. It's at this point that I've given up actually putting words on that $5 bakery there. I just can't get the detail that I want with the watercolor pen, and that's fine. Maybe more practice, maybe a smaller pen, but I figured I would do something a little bit more representational than actually write in the words on the sign too, up there, the green signs. Again, I hope I'm not frustrating you guys too much by sometimes the painting going way out of frame. I'm going to have to work on a way of filming that is a little bit more conducive to this outdoor painting. I was a little self-conscious, obviously, sitting there, well, with a camera strapped to my chest and had all my painting stuff out, and people were shopping. But I realized pretty quickly that no one cared at all, and no one was looking at me. I think there's a lot to be left to be desired in this painting. Definitely not my greatest work. But you gotta start somewhere, and that's where we are. It's not, the show isn't called Kovar Can Paint, and I'm pretty sure this proves it. But there's some things I'm happy about this. First of all, I'm happy that I actually did it. It's one of my goals was to do plein air painting, and I really loved it, and I can't wait to do it again, all over the place. I do like that I kind of got the glass effect here on this bakery, where you can see people inside. There's a little guy ordering in there, and there's a little person working behind a counter. Well guys, that's it. At this point in my painting, my nieces kind of came up from where they were shopping and wanted me to join them, so I did. But I got this painting done. You can see one of their feet there. They're sitting there waiting for me to finish patiently. Don't forget to sign your paintings. Thank you guys again for hanging out. This has been a special one for me because I finally did one of my goals. I hope you enjoyed it. The painting, not so great, but the experience, fantastic. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
And so can you.
It's pretty cool. I love it.